You know how quickly things are evolving in cloud tech and AI? It really feels like you blink and there's just a whole bunch of new stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Well, this week, the kind of the center of it all was Google Cloud Next 2025 in Vegas. And wow, they unleashed just a ton of updates.
A flood, really. I think the count was 229 announcements, covering everything from, the core AI models to the actual infrastructure. It's a lot to take in.
Exactly. And well, that's where we come in. Think of this as your guided tour through all that information. We've sifted through the keynotes, the sessions, the expo buzz, all pulled from Google's own summaries to get you the really important bits.
Right, the interesting takeaways.
Yeah. Our mission for you, the learner, is basically to cut through all that noise, give you the knowledge you need, but without feeling like you've just, I don't know, wrestled some kind of digital monster.
Makes sense. And we'll be looking at the big themes, right? The AI innovations, data cloud stuff, infrastructure security, and Google Workspace updates too.
And what really struck me right from the start, like in the opening keynote, was this kind of shift. Last year, it felt like it was all about the potential of Gen AI.
Yeah, lots of what ifs.
This year, it's completely shifted to how customers are actually getting real business value, like real world stuff. Hundreds of examples. It's not just theory anymore.
Precisely. We're past the exploration phase, it seems. Now it's about adoption, getting measurable results.
Yeah.
So should we dive into those AI advancements first?
Let's do it. And honestly, just figuring out where to start with the AI updates is, well, it's a challenge. So many. But let's kick off with the big one, Gemini. They announced Gemini 2.5 Pro.
Okay, and that's already out in public preview.
Yep, public preview. The key thing here is quality. It's built for really complex tasks, things needing deep reasoning, serious coding chops, like their top-tier model for the hard stuff.
And didn't they mention Chatbot Arena?
They did. It's apparently number 1 there right now, which is, a pretty solid claim.
That #1 ranking is definitely good evidence. And they didn't stop there, right? There was another Gemini.
Uh-huh. Gemini 2.5 Flash. That one's coming soon, still in preview. The focus there shifts more to speed, low latency, and being cost-effective. Better for things where speed matters most.
Okay, so Pro for complexity, Flash for speed and cost.
hmm
Got it. And you can get both through Vertex AI, AI Studio, and the Gemini app.
Exactly, making them pretty accessible.
But it wasn't just Gemini, was it? They talked about other types of AI, like for images and sound.
Right, what they're calling generative media. So Imagen 3 is their latest text-to-image model. Even better quality, they say, and better in painting.
In painting. That's like fixing or filling in parts of an image automatically.
Yeah, exactly. Like a digital magic eraser or filler. Pretty handy.
And for audio?
That'd be Chirp 3. It
Yeah.
does audio generation and understanding. And they have this feature, instant custom voice. You give it just 10 seconds of audio, and it can create a custom voice from that.
Wow, 10 seconds.
Mhm.
That could be huge for personalized experiences or, branded audio content.
Then there's Lyria. They're calling it the first enterprise-ready text-to-music model. You type text, it makes a 30-second music clip, like a mini AI composer.
Okay, text to music now too. And video.
VO2, advanced video generation. It's got new editing features, even camera controls. They showed a countdown clock made with it in the keynote, which was kind of neat.
So it really feels like they're bringing all these different media generation types, video, image, speech, music together under Vertex AI.
Yeah, seems that way.
And they underline that by making Meta's Llama 4 generally available and partnering with AI 2 for more open models in the Vertex AI model garden. It positions Vertex AI as, well, a really comprehensive hub for this stuff, maybe the only hyperscaler doing all of it.
Okay, so we've got these super powerful models, but how do you actually use them effectively? They also talked about tools within Vertex AI for building AI agents, right?
Exactly. The models are great, but you need the tools, like Vertex AI dashboards for monitoring everything: usage, throughput, latency, troubleshooting. Got to see what's going on.
Makes sense. You need the dashboard for the car.
Right. Then there's model customization and tuning. This lets you take those base models, Gemini, Imagen, even open ones like Llama or Mistral, and fine-tune them on your own data securely.
And what about choosing the right model configuration? I think I saw something about an optimizer.
Yeah, Vertex AI Model Optimizer sounds super practical. It basically helps you find the best balance between response quality and cost. Automatically figures out the sweet spot,
Smart resource use, basically.
pretty much. Maximize value. And then there's the Live API. This lets you stream audio and video directly into Gemini.
Whoa, okay. So real-time interactions.
Exactly. Think customer service agents that can see and hear in real time. Much richer interactions are possible there.
That feels like a big step for interactive AI and keeping it running smoothly everywhere.
That's where the Vertex AI global endpoint comes in. It routes traffic smartly across regions, handles high demand, deals with regional issues, keeps the application responsive for users.
Okay, so we have the models, the tools to manage them. What about building more complex systems, like multiple agents working together? That seemed like a big theme.
It really was. They introduced the Agent Development Kit, the ADK.
And what's the key takeaway there? Is it just for building agents?
Well, yeah, but it's an open source framework that's important. It simplifies building these complex multi-agent setups, but still gives developers fine-grained control. And crucially, it supports the Model Context Protocol, MCP.
MCP, remind me.
Think of it like a universal translator for AI. It lets models access data and tools in a standard way without needing custom code for every single connection. Makes things much more interoperable.
Ah, okay. Less custom wiring needed.
Exactly. And building on that open idea, they also announced the Agent2Agent protocol, or A2A.
So agents talking to other agents?
Precisely. It's the first open protocol designed specifically for that inter-agent communication. That's, well, pretty fundamental if you want collaborative AI systems.
And they have partners already.
Over 50 contributing. Big names, too, like Accenture, Salesforce, SAP. That kind of backing suggests this is a serious direction.
Definitely signals industry buy-in. What else helps developers get started with this?
There's Agent Garden. It's part of the ADK and
Oh.
has ready-to-use samples, templates, pre-built agent patterns. Helps you get going faster.
Like blueprints.
Kind of.
Uh-huh.
And then for actually deploying these agents, there's Agent Engine. It's a fully managed runtime in Vertex AI. Handles the production stuff, testing, releases, reliability, scaling. Takes some burden off the developers.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, this next one sounded really interesting. Grounding with Google Maps. What's that about?
So this lets AI agents understand and use location context. It connects them directly to Google Maps data.
Ah, so if I'm building, say, a local recommendation agent.
Exactly. It can use the latest Maps info to give better, more relevant suggestions.
Yeah.
It's experimental right now, US only, I think, but the potential for location-aware AI is huge.
Yeah, I can see that. And for talking to actual customers, the customer engagement suite got upgrades.
Big upgrades. More human-like voices, agents that can understand emotion, streaming video support, and even no-code tools for building these agents. Lowers the barrier for businesses to use AI in customer service.
Makes it more accessible.
Definitely. And they're also improving enterprise search and agent use within companies using Google Agent Space.
How so?
Integrating it into Chrome Enterprise is one way. Makes it easier for employees to find info and use agents right in their workflow. Securely, too.
Okay, seamless access. And finding the right agent.
That's the Agent Gallery. It's like a central shop window for all available agents. Google ones, internal ones, partner ones, all in one place.
Like an app store for agents.
Sort of, yeah. And for simpler tasks, there's Agent Designer. It's a no-code interface. Lets regular users build their own custom agents for everyday stuff without needing to code.
Democratizing agent building, it sounds like.
That's a key theme. And they showed specific examples, like an idea generation agent that develops and evaluates ideas, and a deep research agent that synthesizes info from lots of sources into reports.
Wow. So, agents doing some pretty sophisticated work there. It really feels like AI is just being woven into everything. And this includes stuff from DeepMind and Google Research.
Absolutely. Seeing that fundamental research turn into usable cloud products is always exciting. Like AlphaFold 3, the protein folding breakthrough, there's now a high-throughput solution on Google Cloud for batch processing sequences, huge for non-commercial research.
Right, bringing cutting-edge science to the cloud.
And their WeatherNext AI models, known for fast, accurate forecasts, those are now in the Vertex AI model garden, so orgs can customize them.
Okay, so amazing models, powerful tools. Let's talk about the horsepower needed to run all this. The AI infrastructure. They called it the AI hypercomputer stack.
That's the term, yeah.
Hmm.
And the goal is clear. More intelligence per dollar. A big part of that is their custom hardware. They announced Ironwood.
That's the next-gen TPU.
7th gen TPU, yeah. Coming later in 2025. It's specifically built for inference, running those already trained models efficiently at scale. Another big jump in capability expected there.
And they're working with NVIDIA too, right?
Big time. Bringing Gemini to NVIDIA's Blackwell systems using Google Distributed Cloud, GDC. And Dell is a key partner for making that happen locally, on-prem.
So Google AI on NVIDIA hardware, deployable anywhere. That's a powerful combo.
It really is. Extends the reach. And speaking of internal tech going public, Pathways DeepMind's distributed AI runtime that powers Google's own stuff is now coming to Google Cloud.
So customers get access to the same core tech Google uses.
That's the idea. Plus, they're making it easier to use TPUs. VLLM on TPU lets people run their existing optimized PyTorch inference code on TPUs without major changes.
Lowering the barrier to using TPUs. Nice.
Definitely boosts efficiency. And their dynamic workload scheduler now supports more hardware Trillium TPUs, TPU v5e, NVIDIA B200s, H200s, better resource management.
And new VMs specifically with those NVIDIA chips.
Yep, the A4 and A4X VMs, powered by the Blackwell GPUs, the A4X is already in preview.
And they're looking even further ahead with GPUs.
Seems so. Google Cloud will be one of the first to offer NVIDIA's next generation, the Vera Rubin GPUs.
Yeah.
Massive inference power expected there.
Wow. And managing all these powerful machines.
Cluster Director used to be Hypercompute Cluster. Helps deploy and manage big groups of accelerators as one unit. They're adding better Slurm integration, observability, job continuity features soon too.
Okay, so massive infrastructure investment. Now, how about actually building apps on top of all this? Sounds like they improved the developer experience, too.
They did. There's the new Application Design Center. It's a visual canvas-style thing for designing application templates. More intuitive way to handle infrastructure as code, maybe more collaborative, too.
A visual blueprint for your app's infrastructure and seeing the whole picture.
That's Cloud Hub. It's meant to be a central command center. Gives you insights on deployments, health, optimization ideas. A single view of your whole application landscape.
The main dashboard.
Kind of, yeah. And App Hub builds on that, focusing specifically on the application view, integrating with over 20 Google Cloud products. Plus, application monitoring got smarter, automatic telemetry tagging, application wear alerts, better dashboards.
And tracking costs. Always important.
The new Cost Explorer aims for more granular app-level cost visibility. Helps find where the money's going and where to save. And of course, AI is helping developers directly with Gemini Code Assist.
Right? The AI coding buddy. What's new there?
It does more now, helps modernize code, write tests. You can track its progress on a Kanban board, which is neat. It's also integrated into Android Studio now with enterprise security.
Good for pro Android devs.
And the Code Assist tools can now pull info from Google Workspace apps, and partner tools like Jira, Sentry, Snuck makes it more connected to the whole workflow.
Sounds like a real productivity booster and turning ideas into apps faster.
The app prototyping agent in the new Firebase Studio. You give it an idea, it spits out a functional prototype. Super fast iteration.
Wow. AI just seems to be everywhere in the development cycle now.
It really is. Gemini Cloud Assist is in the Application Design Center helping with infrastructure design. And Gemini Cloud Assist Investigations uses cloud data to speed up troubleshooting. It's popping up all over.
Even in managing cloud spending. FinOps.
Yep. FinOps Hub 2.0 gets Gemini smarts for finding waste and suggesting optimizations. And for folks just starting out, the new Google Developer Program offers cheaper ways to explore, with AI perks like Code Assist Access included.
Making it easier to build, deploy, manage, and pay for apps. Let's shift to the core compute options, the VMs. Looks like a lot of updates there, too.
A whole range of options. New C4D VMs using AMD's 5th-gen EPYC chips and Google's Titanium system. They're promising up to 30% better performance than the previous gen.
And Intel-based ones.
New C4 VMs with Intel 6th-gen Granite Rapids CPUs. These have the highest clock speeds, up to 4.2 GHz. They're also highlighting better I/O performance with C4s using Titanium local SSDs, up to 35% lower latency.
That's significant for I/O-heavy tasks. Bare metal, too.
Yeah, C4 Bare Metal gets performance boost too. And they're offering bigger C4 shapes, more vCPUs, up to 2.2 TB of memory.
Okay, so faster general-purpose compute. What about specialized stuff?
New H4D VMs for high-performance computing, HPC, also using AMD 5th-gen EPYC, aiming for top performance there. And M4 VMs are now certified for SAP HNA and NetWeaver with much better price performance.
Good news for SAP customers. And storage-focused VMs.
The Z3 family gets new Titanium SSDs, smaller size options now, 3 TB, 18 TB, and new bare metal options with up to 72 TB of local SSD. Massive storage.
Wow. Any other compute platform news?
Nutanix Cloud Clusters, NC2, on Google Cloud is now in public preview. More options for VMware Engine node shapes too. And the Titanium ML adapter integrates NVIDIA ConnectX-7 NICs for superfast 3.2 TBPs GPU to GPU links.
That's crucial for AI training.
Definitely. Titanium offloads are also integrating GPU clusters with their Jupyter Network Fabric for better scaling. And they're simplifying management for managed instance groups. MIGs treat them as one unit, use CUDs, and reservation sharing with them. Better cost management.
A really thorough refresh across the compute board. Now, Containers and Kubernetes GKE, still a huge focus, especially for AI, right?
Absolutely. GKE is getting stronger there. They announced GKE Inference Gateway Smart Scaling and Load Balancing specifically for Gen AI models running in GKE.
Makes running inference easier.
And the GKE Inference Quick Start automates setting up the infrastructure needed for AI models, simplifying things further.
Getting started faster. Any partnerships?
Their work with Anyscale resulted in Ray Turbo on GKE. It's an optimized Ray framework, aiming for faster data processing and ML, potentially needing fewer nodes, so saving costs.
Nice. Managing big clusters.
Cluster Director for GKE is now generally available. Lets you manage those large accelerated VM clusters as one unit. Makes big AI setups easier to handle.
And Autopilot, the managed GKE.
Performance improvements there too. Faster scheduling, scaling, better right-sizing. And its container-optimized compute platform is coming to standard GKE clusters later this year in Q3, spreading the benefits.
So making GKE more powerful and easier to use, especially for AI. Good stuff. Now, all this tech is great, but it's the real-world impact that counts. They showed a lot of customer stories, right?
Hundreds, yeah.
Yeah.
It really helps ground all these announcements.
Any standouts? I saw something about the Sphere in Vegas.
Yeah. They're using Google AI to enhance their Wizard of Oz immersive experience, adding another layer of interactivity or magic somehow. Pretty cool application in entertainment.
Definitely shows the creative potential.
And then there's Deutsche Bank. They built DB Lumina using Gemini to boil down complex financial data into one-page summaries for traders. Huge productivity gain, apparently.
Wow. Synthesizing financial data like that is impressive. What about creative industries?
L'Oreal is using Gemini, Imagen, and VO to speed up their creative work for marketing and product design. Faster workflows while keeping ethics in mind, they emphasized.
Interesting intersection of creativity and efficiency. Any more, maybe closer to public service?
Yes, the Nevada Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation. They built an appeals AI assistant using BigQuery and Vertex AI. It helps process an employment benefit appeals much faster, up to 4x faster, while ensuring fairness.
That's a really tangible benefit for people, making government services more efficient.
Exactly. These examples really show the diverse ways customers are getting real value now.
They really do bring it home. Okay, let's switch gears to databases. Foundational stuff. Lots of AI infusion there too, it seems.
Oh yeah. You can now use Agent Space to search structured data in AlloyDB. More intuitive searching. And they previewed next-gen natural language querying for AlloyDB to talk to your data in plain English.
Makes data access easier. And performance.
Optimize SQL for vector search in AlloyDB using their scan tech for speed. Plus, AlloyDB AI gets new models to improve vector search relevance, multimodal embeddings, and a Gemini embedding text model. More intelligence baked in.
Vector search seems key for AI.
It is. And the new AlloyDB AI query engine lets you mix natural language right into your SQL queries. Bridges that gap. The MCP toolbox for databases also now supports the Model Context Protocol, making it easier for agents to connect to databases.
What about compatibility? Like for MongoDB users?
Firestore now has MongoDB compatibility in preview. Gives you the Mongo API feel with Firestore's back-end benefits. More flexibility.
And for Oracle shops?
New Oracle-based database service, plus Oracle Exadata X11M is now generally available on Google Cloud. More options for running Oracle workloads.
Migrations, always tricky.
The Database Migration Service, DMS, now supports SQL Server to PostgreSQL migrations, targeting Cloud SQL and LADB. Makes that transition smoother.
Good. Performance per watt.
Both Cloud SQL and LADB can now run on their ARM-based Axion processors. Better price performance potential there.
Managing lots of databases.
Database Center is now GA. It's a unified AI-powered management console for your whole database fleet. Centralized view, smart insights.
It makes sense for large deployments. Anything new for Spanner?
Vector Search is now GA in Spanner. Also a new graph visualization tool for it. Repeatable read isolation is in preview for better consistency, and they've improved the MySQL to Spanner migration tools.
Okay. And running databases across clouds.
Even for AlloyDB Omni is GA now. Lets you run managed AlloyDB on AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Multi-cloud flexibility.
What about NoSQL? Bigtable.
Bigtable gets continuous materialized views in preview, good for real-time analytics on huge data sets. They also added Cassandra-compatible APIs and live migration tools for both Bigtable and Spanner. Easier adoption.
And in memory.
Memory store for Valkey, Redis compatible, is GA. And Firebase Data Connect, linking Firebase to Cloud SQL for Postgres with GraphQL, is also GA now. Simplifies app dev, Wow, that was a lot for
It
databases.
really was a huge push there. Okay, let's tackle data analytics. BigQuery and Looker. What's the big picture?
Autonomous data-to-air platform, and that's the vision. BigQuery pipelines and data prep are now GA, streamlining that whole process.
Getting data ready faster. What about AI helping with analytics?
BigQuery anomaly detection is in preview. The data science agent is GA in Colab, helping with model building. And Looker gets conversational analytics and preview ask questions in natural language via an API too.
Talking to your data.
Pretty much. BigQuery's knowledge engine preview uses Gemini for automatic metadata generation. Semantic search and contribution analysis are GA, helping understand data meaning. And importantly, these Gemini features in BigQuery are part of existing pricing. No extra cost there.
That's good news for adoption. Any improvements for analysts using BigQuery?
Yeah, the notebook environment gets intelligent SQL, native EDA tools. The BigQuery AI query engine handles structured and unstructured data together. Google Cloud for Apache Kafka is GA now, and running Spark serverlessly within BigQuery is in preview.
More integration, more power in one
Right.
place.
BigQuery Data Canvas has new dataset level insights, preview. BigQuery ML gets a new AI generatable function preview and supports more models, like open source and Anthropic ones. Vector Search has a new GA index type using Scan, and there's a preview of the Times FM model for time series forecasting.
So more ML capabilities right in the database. Integrating external data.
Easier now with Google Maps platform datasets and Earth Engine data in BigQuery. Plus, more partner integrations, Growth Loop, Informatica, Fivetran, DBT, Datadog.
Building that ecosystem. What about the data foundation itself? Governance, formats.
BigQuery gets multimodal tables and an Object-Ref data type preview for more flexibility. Governance features are in preview. Universal Catalog is GA. Metastore and Business Glossary are also GA. Better management and understanding.
Handling data lakes.
BigQuery continuous queries are GA, and tables for Apache Iceberg are in preview. New advanced workload management and spend commit features are GA for better control and costs. BigQuery Data Frames gets AI code assist and SQL translation, GA. Catalog metadata export and auto-cataloging for big lake object tables are GA too. And finally, managed DR and new workload management capabilities are in preview.
Okay, a massive amount for BigQuery. What about Looker specifically, the BI side?
Huge Gemini infusion there. Conversational analytics lets you chat with your data. Visualization Assistant auto-creates charts. Formula Assistant helps with calculations. Automated slide generation for presentations. And a LookML code assistant for modeling.
Wow, AI assistance for everything in Looker.
Pretty much. There's also a code interpreter for the conversational analytics preview for more complex tasks via chat. New pre-built reports, too. And they acquired spectacles.dev to boost automated testing in Looker. AI is really transforming analytics on Google Cloud.
No kidding. Let's quickly hit Firebase for the app builders.
Big news is Firebase Studio preview. Cloud-based agentic environment with Gemini tries to bring everything together for devs. GenKit, the AI framework, gets early Python support and better Go support.
More language options.
Vertex AI in Firebase supports the live API for Gemini now. Data Connect and app hosting are GA, and a new app testing agent preview and app distribution helps with quality.
Okay, and Google Cloud Consulting. Any updates?
New package services. Agent Space Accelerator, optimized with TPUs, Oracle on Google Cloud, and wider access to their Delivery Navigator tool for finding consulting help.
Got it. Now networking the bedrock connecting everything.
Absolutely critical. Cloud WAN is a new cross-cloud network solution for better performance and maybe lower costs in multi-cloud setups. New 400G interconnect options coming later this year.
More bandwidth. What about for AI?
Networking support for up to 30,000 GPUs per cluster now. Zero Trust RDMA security coming later this year. Accelerated GPU to GPU communication via RDMA is GA now. Faster training.
And connecting inference.
GK Inference Gateway works with cloud load balancing and service extensions for security. The load balancer itself is optimized for LLMs now. New service extensions plugins using WASM allow more automation and customization.
Making the network smarter. CDN improvements.
Cloud CDN gets faster cache invalidation and TLS 1.30 YOLO RTT preview. Better web performance. App Hub will help with service discovery and network-driven cross-regional failover later in 2025. Private Service Connect will let you publish multiple services within a GKE cluster securely.
And network security itself. Looks like a lot there.
Yeah, a layered approach, new DNS Armor coming, better hierarchical policies for Cloud Armor and Cloud NGFW, Layer 7 domain filtering in NGFW soon, inline network DLP, network security integration GA, and Imperva integration with cloud load balancing via Marketplace is GA. Really comprehensive.
Okay. That covers the network. How about partners? Always key.
Huge emphasis on openness, especially for AI and agents. Lots of partners providing AI services and contributing to that A2A protocol. New AI agent marketplace launched too.
Easier to find partner solutions. Connecting to enterprise data.
Deeper partnerships with NetApp, Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow so agents can securely use data from those systems. Also focusing on better field alignment, co-selling, increased partner earnings, and AI tools in their earnings hubs.
Specific partnerships.
Adobe is integrating Imagen 3 and VO2 into Adobe Express and collaboration with Salesforce on their Agentforce.
Security as a whole. Any big picture changes?
Google Unified Security aims to integrate their offerings better. New alert triage agent and malware analysis agent for automation, new data pipeline features in security operations, expanded risk protection program, Chrome Enterprise gets better phishing protection, and Mandiant is partnering with Rubrik and Cohesity on recovery.
Okay, rounding it out with storage. Crucial for AI data.
Definitely. Expanded hyperdisk storage pools, new bigger hyperdisk exapools for scale. Hyperdisk ML can hydrate faster from cloud storage now. New rapid storage zonal bucket for low latency, high throughput.
Caching.
Anywhere. Cache, new strongly consistent cache to cut latency, speed up AI work. Also, new Google Cloud Managed Lustre, a high-performance parallel file system.
Finding insights in storage.
Storage Intelligence uses LLMs to analyze storage metadata for optimization insights. Pretty neat.
And for startups.
New partnership with Lightspeed Venture Capital. New Startup Perks program. More credits for partner models in Vertex AI for Google for startups members.
Finally, Google Workspace. Quick hits.
Gemini continues to power more features. Help me analyze in Sheets, Docs audio overview, and Google Workspace flows for automating tasks across apps. AI everywhere.
Wow, that really was an incredible amount of information.
It truly is an incredibly extensive array of announcements, touching on pretty much every single part of their cloud.
So as you can clearly see, the learner, Google Cloud Next 2025, was just packed, an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah.
We saw AI getting deeper into everything, huge infrastructure upgrades for AI, and this real tangible focus on business value for customers.
Right. It's not just tech for tech's sake anymore.
Exactly. Hopefully, this deep dive gives you a solid footing, a good understanding of where Google Cloud is heading, and maybe where the whole tech landscape is going too.
Which kind of leads to the big question for you, the listener, right? Thinking about all this huge wave of innovation, which specific announcement, which advancement do you think could have the biggest impact on your work or your company, your field?
Yeah, what possibilities does this open up for you? Might be worth reflecting on that, maybe digging a bit deeper into the things that really caught your eye.
Definitely food for thought.
Absolutely, because the space, cloud, and AI, it just keeps evolving so fast. Staying informed is, well, more critical than ever. Thanks for taking this incredibly deep dive with us today.